Welcome back to this week's preview show here on Linux TV, and I'm joined by the wonderful Peter Cartledge and Jeff Jago, your chairman and vice chairman. Now today is actually a very special day. Today marks 2 years since these guys took over as chairman and vice chairman, and they've joined me tonight gleefully here on the preview show to talk about all things from inside the club and look ahead to this week's game. Now Peter, since you've become chairman, what do you think is the biggest difference between 2 years ago to now?
Yeah, so I think the club's in a better place for a number of different reasons. I think we've got better infrastructure in terms of the way that we run the club, its finances, its operations on a match day. We continue to develop the club and the ground. You'll have seen from the changes that we've made over to the ground, to the bottom end of the ground, to the hospitality cabin. There's a whole host of different things that we've done in the last 2 years, but it's been quite exciting actually to sort of get it all done and continue to develop. So yeah.
Good. Now Jeff, you came in sort of from the junior side of the club into the senior side. What do you think has been the biggest difference from that changeover from juniors to the senior side?
Once I come to the first team, you just kind of get involved a bit more than the junior side. As in the junior side, I was in the junior, well, I'm still in the junior side, 10 years at Linux. So I've come from there just as a parent, coaching, carrying on my coaching and managing and moving on. This side, I'm going to meetings and more responsibility, treasurer, vice chairman, and trying to stand in for Peter when he's not here. That's more involved than juniors.
Yeah. Now, Peter, obviously you've been following the club for many years. You were a fan alongside myself for many North West Counties years. What do you think sort of the fan base has become like since we've grown into such this sort of bigger entity?
I think when we came back after COVID, I think we played Widnes, didn't we? The first full season back after COVID. I remember standing outside because someone came in and said the queue's huge, and I think we had about 700 in that day. And from my point of view, from watching us, as you say, Sam, for years before that, when we were averaging just over 300, that was like a huge crowd. So that, it's grown from there really. Obviously we had a good season getting to the playoffs and all the excitement that went with that, and we've been there or thereabouts for the next couple of years afterwards. So from that perspective, the fans have stuck with us, haven't they? It'd be great to get more fans, of course, but the fact that we've grown our fan base by 100, over 100% is pretty unbelievable really. The crowds at this level, home and away, are just, I said when I did an interview with Tom last week that it's unbelievable really. It's we so grateful for that level of support, and 2 coaches at Leek, a few other moments this season where Stalybridge, other ones where our support's just been unbelievable. Clubs would love to have that level of support at home games, never mind away. So it is. It's I never take that for granted. Really, it's great.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
We've been there where 3 of us have been huddled around an umbrella at Darwin away on a Tuesday night in the rain.
Yeah.
Many years ago.
Indeed, Sam, and yeah, we've moved on from them, but there's loads of people who some of them unfortunately aren't with us anymore, but there's loads of our fans who were there with us who've sort of stuck with us, like stuck with a club like we have. So no, it's great. It's been great. It's been great to see that evolution and transformation of being in the North West Counties to being in the NPL West with an opportunity, or a good opportunity, to go up to the NPL Prem. That's where we all wanted the club to be years ago, and that's what we sort of set out when we took over a couple of years ago. So no, it's all good, mate. Yeah, really good.
Definitely. Now, Jeff, obviously saying coming from the junior side, as we sit here now, way to our right, Josh Roberts, Eden Gums, Adam Mose, I know Eric Byrne was part of the 21s at some point.
Yep.
How important is that for juniors that are in the sort of 15, 16-year-olds to know that there is that path into
Yeah.
the senior side?
I first come to the first team to make a bond between the juniors and the first team, and I hope I've done a good job so far. But in that and 21s with Steve Cheney as manager, a lot of them young lads come through. Before that, 18s would stop and then they'd all go away. So it works both ways here. The juniors, some of my team turn up here on a Saturday and you know our Dan's on the bench and he's helping out. It's huge. It's absolutely huge. It's really important for the club. It's important for the first team as well to get young lads in. These young lads help Billy out massively in cup games, and under 21s is coming back next season, so it's all good steps.
Definitely. Now, as you say, Peter, 2 years in the role of chairman at the moment, hopefully many more ahead. What is it as a chairman that drives you for the next 2 years of your tenure?
I do enjoy it. You know, I said when I got interviewed by Tom that I do enjoy the role. You know, it's what is the most important thing is obviously having Jeff to support me, who's been an unbelievable support. But you know, the team we've got up here, the team we've built, the team of you know, really professional, competent people who, you know, support the club day in, day out, but also do a lot of work to sort of help me manage the operations on a match day. You know, this is you know, you mentioned the attendances before, and you know, with bigger attendances and with bigger crowds come, you know, bigger challenges, and you know, the operations just got bigger and bigger. So if I could think of something that'll keep me going, I just want the club to continue to progress. You know, we've got some fantastic ideas, some great people on the board who sort of forward-thinking, innovative people who want to drive the club forward, and that's going to be even more important if we go up to the NPL Prem. You know, especially to compete at that level. But I do enjoy what I do, and yeah, I'm just, like I say, hopefully the majority of the people, you know, all the people on the board stick around for the next 2 years to support and help me, because you know, that's the most important thing. People up here are the most important thing, because you know, they help us to do the work day in, day out, and take us forward.
Definitely. You know, last one for you, Jeff. Obviously, you're the manager of many different roles here, but you are normally the pitch manager. At this point in the season, you would expect the pitch to look a lot worse than this, I think, in my opinion. Yeah. The pitch at the moment, apart from one or two patches that we know about, is looking great. What is it that makes this pitch different to others?
You asking me a grass question?
I'm asking you a grass question because I know you love grass.
You shouldn't be asking me that.
Yeah.
Just with the pitch being hybrid, the ball should never bounce different. No matter what the pitch is like, as long as the mud's not sitting on the top, that surface should never bounce different. So most of the grass is gone now, really. Most of it's hybrid. So this time of the season, that hybrid pitch has helped us along massively to keep the surface flat, just keep the ball bouncing, and hope the team can get forward on a flat surface. That's it.
Perfect. Well, happy second birthday to both of you in your respective roles. It's been a really good 2 years. Hopefully many more to come. We'll be back in a couple of minutes to talk about Clitheroe's game on Saturday. Welcome back to the preview show. Now we're here to preview Saturday's trip to Shawbridge, where we take on fellow promotion fighters Clitheroe. Now, last time out against Clitheroe here at the Apex Taxi Stadium on the 10th of February, it was a comprehensive 5-1 win with Ollie Malloy sticking in what could be a contender for goal of the season. What do you reckon, lads?
Go on, Jeff.
So too screamer, wasn't it? Oh, hey. I remember standing on top and I heard you, and it just went off a little bit. Yeah, it was a great goal. Confidence to hit it from there, though, wasn't it? Oh, pure confidence.
Definitely. It was a double for Will Saxon on that day as well, and he's been in some really good form of late. Hopefully he can continue that into Saturday's game. Now, one player that me and you know very well, Peter, as we've played against him hundreds of times, Stephen Gonzalez, is an absolutely unbelievable footballer. How do we stop him?
Well, he wasn't in the squad last weekend, so hopefully we can. We've got to hope that he's not in the squad this weekend. I think if we're going to stop him, but from Billy, and if he is playing, let's just got to keep him quiet, haven't we? I mean, he is a great player. I told him after the game last time, you know, he's still got it, hasn't he? What is he, 30 odd now?
Yeah.
You know, he's still a great player. So I think, yeah, we've just got to keep him quiet if he's playing. So yeah, I mean, they've signed Lewis Potts, haven't they, from Avro? So you know, I'm sure he'll start scoring because he's a decent player as well, isn't he? So look, we've just got to play our own game, haven't we? We've just got to play our own game, and hopefully we'll be too good for them, just as we were with that 5-1 victory.
Yeah, definitely. Now, Jeff, the push for the playoffs is nearing the end. 7 cup finals to go.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on the season as a whole?
I think the season's been really, really good. We've been in playoffs for the last few seasons, haven't we? We've been up there, we've been there or thereabout, and I don't think this season's any different. I think if you ask Billy and most of us and everybody else, it's just those silly games, and it's just those 1-1s. It's just those ones where you think, come on lads, let's go for it, and then it kind of dies away. But credit to the lads, step back up again, and we've gone again, haven't we? We're in second.
Definitely. Now, defensively, we've been really good of late, Pete. Bayleigh Passant told me before that he's the leading clean sheet holder in the league with 10. He's fighting Dino Visser from League to get that title. How important is that clean sheet going to be?
I think it's always important, but you know, give Bayleigh, you know, a lot of credit this season. I think he's been brilliant. I think we were really lucky to get him when you know, we lost Tab. So I think, you know, he's had a great season. A fabulous save again the other day when he had to come out, didn't he, and blocked it. You know, that's what Bayleigh's all about, really. So you know, I think that hopefully, again, fingers crossed, we usually play okay at Clitheroe. We usually do all right. We had a good result again last season. A good result the year before, I think, with Callum. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. Did we have a good result with Callum? I don't know whether we got beat, did we? I can't remember. It's a couple of years ago now. We've had a lot of football on. Yeah.
Speaking of Bayleigh Passant, I caught up with him a few moments ago to talk about the season as a whole, a look ahead to Saturday, and why is he so good at saving penalties? Welcome back to the preview show. We're joined by Runcorn goalkeeper Bayleigh Passant. Bayleigh, thanks for joining us. In your second spell at the club at the moment, how is there a difference between the squad that you were with the first time and the squad you're with now?
Personally, for myself, yeah, because I didn't really have that much time last time in my first one. It was cut short, like 3 months. But the lads here, like, they're fantastic. Make me feel like welcome as soon as I came in. I know with some of the lads here last time when I played them in the final, and it could have been a bit hasty, but it made me feel like one of their own. So, great group of lads.
Yeah, now for yourself, it's 10 clean sheets this season, leading the Golden Glove at the moment in the league. How has this season been from your point of view?
Personally, I think it's been up and down. I think that's for the whole team. I don't think one goal this season we've conceded. It's been something special. It's been an error or a mistake from our own doing. But it just shows though, like, just after most clean sheets in the league, we are doing something right, even though obviously League have got probably more, but defensively they haven't had the same keeper or the same back four as we have. And I think stats wise, our back five, we've kept the most clean sheets.
Yeah, now we head to Clitheroe on Saturday. What is going to be the sort of key factors to getting your 11th clean sheet?
Stopping Stefan. Stop every cross that comes into the box, because you know, seeing what he's like here, that chance where he's hit it of his left foot and he's hit the bar. Any other striker doesn't get that because he's 6'7" and he's dangly. He makes anything out of nothing. So we just need to stop him, defend well, and then hopefully get the clean sheets and the 3 points.
Yeah, now you talked about the final before. You broke Runcorn hearts in the Senior Cup final last year on penalties. We've seen over the years that penalties are a real strength of yours. Is there a psychological thing going into a pen where you know, I'm going to save this?
It depends really. Like, I try and, obviously in the game, if I know it's a cup game, I take little things in. So like Shorty, like wherever he had a corner, obviously sometimes he did drill it, but knowing Shorty and playing against him, he likes to curl it. So I knew that he would probably go to my right-hand side, which he did. Yeah, he probably scuffed the penalty, but it saves a save. And then Brookie, we had like obviously Marine at the time, they had like stats on where he took the last couple of pens, and Brookie went to my right, and once again Brookie said to me he scuffed it, but I back myself to save at least one or maybe two. I get lucky and save two, but I go the right way more times than not, so I just back myself every time, and I'm not afraid to dive and throw myself at the ball.
Perfect. Well, thanks for joining us, Bales. Best of luck on Saturday for another clean sheet, hopefully, and we'll speak to you again soon.
That's the aim, like.
Big thanks to Bayleigh Passant there for joining us. We did also catch up with Billy Paynter just a few moments ago to talk about this weekend's trip to Shawbridge. Welcome back to the preview show. We're joined by Billy Paynter here at training. Billy, how's the mood in the camp ahead of Saturday's trip to Clitheroe?
It's been good. We had a good session on Tuesday. Tonight's a bit of a lighter session, but more technical. As you can hear behind, there's a lot of fun, humour in behind, but we still have that standards where we want the quality. Saturday going to be a tough game. Clitheroe, different animal at home. It certainly won't be the same game as we had here, and I'm sure the manager and the players would want a bit of revenge.
Yeah, no, it was a 5-1 victory here back in February against them. As you say, it will be a totally different game. Clitheroe at home are a much different kettle of fish. What are going to be the key factors that are going to lead us to 3 points on Saturday?
Try and stop their main players getting on the ball and looking to try and play through us. I think if we're going to be good in possession, be brave in possession, to try and play through them like we did against them. But the more important part is when we do lose it, is try and get behind the ball and stop them from counter because they play certainly attacking football. So it's to try and nullify those areas for me.
Yeah, now we can see Alex Jones behind us back into training tonight, Mackenzie O'Neill as well back in. How are we on the injury front?
Yeah, we're okay. I say it's nice to see bodies out on the training pitch, and it gives me a headache come Saturday for selection.
Perfect. Now, it was a good result last week against Avro. What can we take from that game into Saturday?
Positives, winning mentality. Can we back it up? We get going a little run. I say the lads are confident, but it's certainly how we came back from a goal conceded before half time. We responded well, shown good character. So I'll back the group every day.
Big thanks for Billy for joining us on another episode of your Matchday Preview Show. Don't forget, if you can't make it to the trip to Shawbridge this weekend, you can hear full Matchday commentary on Bucket FM with myself and Jack from 2:45. Thanks for joining us for another episode of your Matchday Preview Show. I've been Sam Phillips, and we'll speak to you again next Friday. Whoosh!